co-counsel, Mr. Osteen, asks that you do one thing. He asks that you follow the crime. From the fight to the fracture, from the fracture to the fall, and from the fall straight to the defendant. Now, before trial today, you may have wondered, what would it take for a father to murder his daughter? Now, it's something that's hard to wrap your head around. Today, you heard exactly what it takes. I hate you. I wish you'd never gotten out of prison. Why can't you be more like Corey? Those were the last words of Parker Page, a little girl whose life was taken from her too soon by a parent who was no parent at all. And today we told you her story. We told you about when the defendant gets out of prison, how during that time, he missed out on so much of his daughter's life. 6 years of birthdays, 6 years of school, 6 years of tucking his daughter into bed at night. No, ladies and gentlemen, in those 6 years, somebody else was being Parker's father. Because when the defendant gets out of prison, he tries desperately to mend his relationship with his daughter. So he decides to take her to Calkins Campground, a remote location right here in Midland. But you hear from the moment they arrive at Calkins Campground, they're already arguing. They're arguing about the hike. They're arguing about Parker's uncle. But when they start arguing about the hiking stick, that's when it gets worse. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard how the defendant rips the hiking staff out of his daughter's hands, nearly dragging her to the floor. And he lunges at her, but he misses. And they stay in that same spot for over an hour, arguing. You also heard how every poke, every prod, every harsh word from Parker Page was boiling up to the very moment why we're here today. The moment the defendant lost control and his daughter lost his life. Now you heard that the defendant takes the hiking stick one more time, raises it up, and lunges at his daughter one more time. But this time, he doesn't miss. He knocks her off the cliff and strikes her in her left collarbone, where she fell 40 feet to her death. Ladies and gentlemen, the defense wants you to believe that this was all a coincidence. That the hiking staff that his daughter was using matched perfectly with the bruise that Dr. Quincy examined. Parker's body laid at the bottom of Calkins Rock, alone. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens next is probably the most damning piece of evidence that we've shown you today. Instead of calling the police, instead of calling for emergency services, instead of asking anyone for help, the defendant heads back to the cafe, where he writes out a plan. And we showed you that plan today. At first, he decides that he can leave the country. He tries to look up non-extradition spots so he can be safe from prosecution. But then he thinks to himself, I could get away with this. So he starts writing down what to tell the police. She's missing. Is exactly what the defendant said. Then after that, ladies and gentlemen, he increases Parker Page's life insurance policy to $200,000 and goes to bed that night $200,000 richer. And that is what we have to prove to you today. We have to prove to you that the defendant knowingly killed his daughter and pushed her off the Lacrone loop. And we embrace that burden to prove that to you beyond a reasonable doubt. Let's take a moment to talk about what that means, because it may have been confused throughout trial. Now, beyond a reasonable doubt isn't beyond all doubt. It's not beyond any questions or concerns that you may have at the end of the day. Beyond a reasonable doubt means that our story of what happened is the only reasonable explanation. Now, I expect Mr. John Muhammad to come up here and say that our story is based solely on circumstantial evidence. That because we didn't bring you a witness to see Parker Page get pushed off the cliff, that you must find the defendant guilty. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to talk about what circumstantial evidence means. I want you to imagine that you're outside your house. You see the grass, you see your car, you see the road right in front of you. You go to bed that night. And you wake up the next morning to snow everywhere. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you didn't see it snow. You didn't see every snowflake as it fell to the ground, but you know beyond a reasonable doubt that it snowed, because that is the only reasonable explanation. Now, we showed you all the evidence to bring you to that conclusion. We brought you Dr. Quincy, who told you that the hiking staff that the defendant carried down the trail with, alone, matched perfectly with the bruise on Parker Page's left clavicle, down to the 100th of a centimeter. We told you that that was the same hiking staff that Parker Page was using as she was walking up LaCrone Loop. The same hiking staff that was found in the defendant's tent that morning. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the same hiking staff that the defendant used to push his daughter off LaCrone Loop. Now, I can stand up here all day and I can demand justice. I can give you all the evidence and tell you a story about a little girl whose life was taken from her way too soon. But the power to give that justice is in your hands. Now we ask you to just follow the crime and find the defendant guilty of aggravated